You know what? It is definitely an interesting transition between the plains of West Tennessee and the mountains of western North Carolina. Anyway, what's up you guys? Chet-Guthrie the Dream Poet here, coming to you all from Healing Springs, not far from Jefferson, North Carolina. As you all know, I've made a series going back to this area. This is where my papaw, my grandfather, is originally from, and there's always a lot of interesting things to see out in this area. Well, anyway, you guys, one of those places is Healing Springs. And going all the way back to the late 1800s, it was believed that the water coursing through these springs and beneath my feet could heal people. Or, you know, that was a different time. That's when medical science was still relatively new and progressing. But anyway, you guys, before we check out this area, by the way, we will be checking out some businesses in West Jefferson. I just want to show you guys this. What's up, you guys? Chet-Guthrie the Dream Poet here, coming to you all with a really quick message. Anyway, as you all have probably seen by now, my second book, my sophomore book, Ghosts and Mysteries of the Southern Cherokee National Forest, is now officially on Amazon shelves. Anyway, I'm super excited, you guys. If you really liked the first book, I think you all are really gonna like the second book. If you all want a story to tell around the campfire this spring and summer season, this is the book for you, especially for the Cherokee National Forest and even the Smokies. This story has a hitchhiking red-headed ghost, dates to a woman that disappeared mysteriously in the 1950s. You've got a Civil War soldier that haunts the mountains near the Chilhowie campground, and you've got about 22 other stories. Anyway, you guys, this book supports the channel, keeps this boat afloat, keeps things going. And having said that, you guys, we are now going to officially get to the video. Thank you all very much. By the way, the link is in the description box below. Let's just say I worked really hard on my second book. It took me a lot more time to do my research. I did a lot more book stuff. But if you want to know more about the cabins at Healing Springs, here's the historic marker. And it was placed on the National Registry of Historic Places back in 1976. But anyway, it first happened in 1883. The spring is discovered. The Healing Spring was discovered by Wheeler Barker, son of Mr. and Mrs. Eli Barker, according to well-accepted tradition. As story goes, Willie was helping his father plow corn when his father sent him to the branch to find a spring from which water to drink. And this is a quote from him. "I went across the road and got the branch and walked down to it. I stooped along the water, brushed his grapevines, and I felt cold water under my feet. I then commenced looking for and soon found cold water. Unsent me back for more, under water the rock. I scratched around until I found a place large enough to get a cup of water for father. He sent me back for more water and said it was the best he ever drunk. His hand and arm were very badly sore, poison oak, and the next morning it was almost well. We went back the next day and father worked in the spring with his hands and sores on them too, as well, also poison oak. The following day they were nearly well, and somebody got used to the water and cured of power of folks. Sometimes 300 come here at once a day," said Willie. The fame of the spring spread. And anyway, these are just other historical talks of the of what it was like. And they also have what was here previously, the Healing Springs Hotel. Now the Healing Springs Hotel, sadly, it burned down. I want to say it burned down sometime in the 50s. And I want to say, I'm not sure if the spring house is still standing. But anyway, present day, I mean, it's become a pretty nice little tourist spot. But anyway, let's check out the springs itself. And it is through these vines. Looks like it's starting to fall over a little bit. But why I say that, I think this is where the spring house once stood, but I might be wrong on that. I mean, why I say that is it's got the It's got like the octagon shape. This talks a little bit more about it. Thompson's brownies to arsenic spring water, performing miraculous cures. Excerpt from a letter published in the Industrial South, August 1886. Anyway, that explains a little bit more about it. Anyway, check this out. This is beautiful. Now, they do have a store here as well. They do make cheeses and other things. We'll check that out here in a minute. But as you can tell, they've already poured water in it. Let's pump this water just a little bit. And that is the water, everyone. And we'll drink some here in a minute, but look at the rock wall. Like, just think, like, at a different time in a different place, this was so much more different than it is now. I don't know. So interesting to see, like, how times change. Now, from what I understand, right across this creek, this is where the house once stood, or I should say the hotel. You know, it would have been so cool to like see it in its prime, but obviously it's no more. But there is just a little bit left over from the hotel, and it is these stairs. That's really about it. Just think, you know what? If a fire hadn't, caught, or if a fire hadn't broken out in that hotel, things would have been so much more cooler then. And here's the store that they have. They do have some stuff. This is also their check-in area. But it's been a while since I've been here. Look how peaceful this is. Just water rolling through the mountainside. Alright, you guys, so let's go inside and let's see what they got in the store. This is really cozy. No trespassing private property, no loitering, no solicitation. Violators will be prosecuted. Okay then. And the moment that we walk in here, you guys, here are some news sources from Healing Springs from back in the day. Skyland scene, historic Healing Springs, a history. Discovered 1884. Healing Springs needs a cure. This place was definitely something back then, as it still is today. And of course, they do have some handmade soap. So if you're ever in this area of North Carolina, get yourself some soap. It's all natural made, and look, they even have a gnome. But I really do love the interior, especially this cowhide. I believe that's cowhide. Anyway, it definitely has the mountain vibe to it. Of course, more soap. Look, party time. Ooh, blueberry scrub. Wonder what that one would be like. Of course, they've got some woodwork right here that's pretty darn nice. Looks like they're ready for the Christmas season. Or, I should say, this entire area is known for its Christmas trees. Alright, you guys, let's go outside and let's try the water. Now, from what I heard from one of the gentlemen who works here, is these cabins right here, these were all built in 1904. It used to be runoff for the hotel. I want to say that my family is already down at the spring getting water. That is a lot of interesting soaps. Although I'm not really much of a soap guy, but I don't know. I guess maybe in another world. I don't know. Like I said, I like the blueberry stuff, but now let's try the water. Yes, this is an old Hardy's cup. Oh, there's a bug in it. So, down the hatch. Oh, the bug disappeared. Good. That's some pretty darn good water. I mean, it kind of has like that aftertaste. But that's cool, and it tastes good. Like I said, it kind of has like not really a sulfurous taste. Maybe a little bit of charcoal, maybe. That was some good water. But now we're gonna head back into West Jefferson, and we're gonna check out the different antique stores that they have there. It's one of those kind of days.